You're here once again, which means you are probably in line for some more anime, something that may intrigue you or not. Now, of course, there was no voting or anything, so if you're on my Discord and wondering, oh, hang on a minute, we weren't informed of this, well, that's because I took an executive decision, or maybe more of a dictator. Moving on to another season of Mob Psycho, one that, poses to be quite good. I've heard some nice things about it, I just now need to see if it actually follows through. From what we've seen of the previous seasons, I assume so. So what are we really waiting for? Mom's got his work cut out for him. I just really want to see more Reagan. That's the main draw. Believe it or not, the world is filled with strange phenomena. I mean, if anything that we've seen so far in Mob Psycho is to be believed, then it's a bit more than just filled with it. Hell, some of the just average denizens of this city are weird enough. You think there'd be some sort of evil spirit in control of it all. You know that you're kind of screwed when Reagan is the baseline normal. I'm actually turning the headphones back up. Big broccoli. One thing that you've got to admire is that Mob Psycho stuck to its guns of the art style, and I think it really works for it. And I do hope there are some like dark mob sections. Look at that spin. Be it the neon line work, just the amount of hands there, or the eye switching that we had a few seconds earlier. Oh fuck. Highly stylish. He grew up so fast. I see the muscle books on the bookshelf there. Or games or DVDs or whatever. Office worker. Nah, he's aiming for high marks there. A standard score of 65. Well, looks like he's got a new goal to reach. He's improved himself a little bit here and there. Now 4. Quite a bit higher than Mob. Also, why would you want to be already at 7%? Okay. And why would you want to be affiliated with a British school? It sounds like you're in for trouble. I wouldn't want to wish that on anyone. A chance? Well, I guess higher than 0, less than 1. Because there's not much else he could do. Go on. Spin it in a way to make you sound good. Reagan's superpower. He is amazing. I mean, the fact he was coming out with the bucket and whatnot, I'd assume that he was done, but good to see he's still helping out. Considering, well, we saw him as an enemy in the previous season. He's got a lot to learn. He may be younger, but he's old hat at all of this, isn't he? Just see if... there we go. And he didn't even... Okay. They didn't take the price tag off the bottom. If Mob's saying that, I'll put it up. Well, it's best if you do something about it then, isn't it? Get everyone's opinions on. To make the good thing about all of this is that having two people you can rely on there to now notice if there's anything wrong. Well, so this was all a test. God, and you failed. Don't let it happen again. You've got to admire the balls this man has. To be able to basically bullshit his way out of any situation just by sheer confidence. I still remember the bit where Reagan did get a fraction of power. That was a cool scene. He has to confirm with Mob to actually make sure it's done. Oh no, the 800,000 yen. 80,000 yen, that's it. It's fine, just buy a duplicate one, I'm sure it'll be fine. Is, well, just glue it back together, pretend everything's fine. Or just have lunch and forget it. Sticky rice. A true con man at the heart of it. Fixed. The secrets of the universe unlocked via rice. His limitless potential there. Just put down something, it's fine. I don't remember. Actually, no, I do remember now. We did have to think about futures and what to put. And what to put down and, like, think about your futures. Do remember what I put it in, but I know that it took a week or so as soon as getting the form. I mean, does he have a plan? Oh no, you've reminded him. He did actually have something he wanted to do. He's gonna go work on the farm. Oh, his rank isn't the best. Two. That's a good future. Oh, almost the worst. I mean, I don't have an issue with any of their future plans. What's wrong with wanting to be, well, either a vet or making manga? I think they're both reputable occupations. A natural disaster. What kind of disaster is broccoli? Oh, actually, no. I answered my own question. Broccoli is a natural disaster. I mean, she's not wrong, but how much? Set up a festival quite quick. How many nutrients from the soil and everything is that a plant of that size going to need to soak up to stay alive? He is her path to fortune. Surprising. Going with something that you've got a penchant for. A hobby turning into a job? I mean, for him, it was a very big deal. It changed his life, really. Without the Body Improvement Club, Mob would not be where he is now. Well, if he puts his mind to it, he could do, well, not anything, but at least a handful of things. Okay. I like that artistic interpretation of their futures and everything that was talked about just now. I didn't know anyone was inspecting and drawing my flat. Cool beauty. The fact that there's cockroaches everywhere, there's a jar of used cigarettes. I feel this guy has some issues other than just evil spirits. I feel. Is it just gonna falsely accused? Okay. Is this guy got no actual? No actual curses or anything following him? It's just. Ah. Is he just? I think he could time in a minute. He's a hoarder. Is it sound peacefully sleeping if he's getting sleep paralysis. That's a good photo. Bit realistic though. I see he definitely lost a lot of hair there. His hairline is so... Reagan just wants to get the hell out of there. To be fair, you can't blame him. And that was a neat animation on the cigarette. So, quite a few notes being taken there. He's not had the best of lives. He's met some bad people. He's had a accusation levied against him. Maybe open a window once in a while. Find some things that you actually want to keep. Just clean out a little. You never know the benefits that you'd feel. But for someone that has kind of lost so much and has not much to their name, who also doesn't really want to fight for it. Have we... No, not you. The fact that this, whatever it is up in the sky now, is busting out waves of lethargy. Everyone just has given up. So, I'll just sleep here, I guess. Oh. It makes a compelling argument, though. Hydrogen water mist. Because spirits are terrified of water with added hydrogen. They just show them. You're allowing this to go on? While he was... While he was monologuing and complaining about his life. Of course, Reagan. And just like that, salvation has came in the form of an ex-salaryman and a elementary school kid. Oh. This place does look a lot brighter now. He's got quite the skylight. He's positively beaming. Let's see if he can turn his life around now. That's good. Can he pay the fee for what they did for him? No matter the help that some people get, they just need a little more to actually try to change. Oh. Just don't think about it. That's what I do. While Mob is going through the same thing, thinking about his future, what he's going to do. If he doesn't think of it soon, he'll be questioning it all his life. Mm-hmm. The fact that your life can splinter and go off in so many different ways, you can do it at pretty much any age. It's never too late. You always learn a new skill, pick up a new trade. I mean, is it only maths and geography that he's struggling with? They're not that difficult of subjects, to be fair. Well, some people might find mathematics a little harder. We always think that when I'm an adult, I can do what I like, but then you don't quite realize the pressure that comes with it and everything else that you get thrust into. While having your future open to you, you can go into any direction you want, put in the effort, with or without supernatural powers. He needs to step out for himself. There wasn't a. He's putting on a brave face now, but when he sits that back down, behind his desk or whatever, I'm sure Reagan was going to be shitting himself about the prospect of losing him. And that's when he met such a prospect. But it turned out something that he actually kind of likes now. I do like how Reagan is like that kind of voice of advice that people do need when he's not trying to scam people out of money. He just walked out of the job. Well, he's not getting today's pay. We don't got the broccoli cults. Dimple. Well, after what we saw at the end of the last series, seeing that the city is irreparable. Got a giant piece of broccoli right in the centre. Seeing that the changes linger, the characters are moving on with their lives, Mob's still kind of static and stuck, not really knowing what he's going to do. Is that going to be his arc in this one? Figuring out his place in the world. Now, when I was in high school and figuring out what I wanted to do, what I wanted to go on further, a lot of my friends all went. They all decided that they're going to go to the same university. for some reason, well, mainly because I didn't really give a crap about university, I was like, you know what? Nah, I'll do my own thing. And considering where I am now, might have been for the best. Or not, depends how you look at it. At least I'm not straddled with a lot of debt. But for years, I was struggling to think about what I wanted to do, just kind of went in and out of things, picked up something. Is this interesting? Nah. Is this interesting? Not really. Until you find something you actually care for. Really, if it's something that you enjoy, pick it up, take it further. If you start making money from it, all the better. If you do become, or currently are, enclosed in a spiral, maybe of your own making, maybe an evil spirit, as soon as you start getting cockroaches, maybe that's when you realise things should change. Even if only slightly. Now, I don't quite keep up with anyone that I really went to school with, but I think having them and knowing their plans and paths, there was actually someone that wanted to be a veterinarian. It did actually somewhat, not upset me, but made me feel slightly bad about myself that I didn't have a solid, concrete path of what I wanted to do. Just turns out that when someone says you're spending far too much time playing games that would never get you anywhere, they're slightly wrong. At least in, 5% of cases. At least if it's something that you love doing, you can think of an angle to delve into it further, go for it. See what the prerequisites are. And if it means opening up your own business on a whim or maybe a more solid plan, there's nothing really stopping you. Apart from the risk of failure. But hey, just copy after Reagan. Get the gift of the gab. Really up your word game. Say anything with enough bravado and charisma and people will just take you at your word. That is how I got through most of my job interviews. But for a first episode of Mob, really good. The intro, the opening though, oh boy, I liked that. I think I'm going to listen to it a few more times after I'm done recording. But to be fair, the Mob openings are always pretty good. And whether or not Dimple's going to be branching out himself, trying to make something of his unlife, or if there's a new antagonist that will appear. I just want to see the Sakuga and fight scenes that come out when Mob once again hits his limit. Or maybe he pushes past it. But I hope you're enjoying Season 3, at least the beginning of it. If you are, let me know. If you want to see what goes on further, consider subscribing so you don't miss it. Maybe also leave a like and a comment down below. Helps out me and the channel. And if you want to go that little bit further, maybe jump onto my Discord. But for now, take care of yourselves. Get some rest. It's never too late. See you in the next one.
Since I have managed to collectively fool some people into thinking that I am actually of worth listening to, I think maybe I should start up my own psychic organisation. Well, at least I've got something to fall back on if YouTube doesn't pan out. So for the time being, I do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthia, Kite, Mystic Square, Shiwan, Mats, Gurley, Cardboard, Acne, Diego Zenhausen, Tori Jane, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else. Because believe me, evil spirits be gone for a very low price. Or you can head on to my Patreon, help out the channel, and watch some more anime.